is they'll bring the clutch out really quick like this, or really high like that, and then hold it for a few seconds. If you understand these 5 things, learning to drive a manual car will be so much simpler and quicker for you. And because I like you guys, I'm going to include one extra bonus one, so make sure you stick around to the end to find out what that is. Let's get into it. You need to be at 1 with the clutch. And what do I mean by this? So a lot of learners, when they first start learning to drive, they're trying to get their foot off the clutch as quickly as possible. Let me show you. So if I'm trying to come out of this parking space, for instance, I want to do it really slowly. But what you see a lot of learners doing is they'll bring the clutch out really quick like this, or really high like that. This is not a good way to move the car. It's too jerky and it's quite dangerous. Someone was behind me, I could end up crashing into them. Don't be in a rush to come off the clutch, and be really gentle with it. So like here, notice the difference now between the way I was moving my clutch. I'm just bringing up a tiny bit and then down again, up a tiny bit and then down again. This way the car doesn't go flying back, especially going forward as well. What you see a lot of learners do is they're in such a rush to get rid of the clutch, they bring up like that. So that time I didn't stall, but it wasn't smooth, it wasn't nice. So now instead I'm going to bring my clutch just to the biting point and then hold it for a few seconds, and then once I'm here I can come off. I'm off the clutch fully, but I've still got my foot around it as well, which is what a lot of learners do. They'll put their foot down here, too far away from the clutch, but have it here because I might need it again. Because if I need to stop somewhere here, let's say my foot is down here, and then now I'm stopping at the junction, and then, oh, what happened? It's because if I had my foot down here, I'll be less likely to forget to press it down. But if it's all the way down here, there's a strong chance that I'll forget to put it on. So if I'm approaching situations where I might have to stop, I'll have my foot near the clutch like this. So this way, if I have to stop suddenly, I'm ready to press the clutch down. So just like in this case with this guy crossing the road, my clutch is ready. All I've got to do now is press it down and then get into first. And even here, I've got the pedestrians on my left as well, but they're not crossing, so I can start moving. So you see here, I've got my clutch still on, just around the biting point. Now I can start bringing it up a bit more and then off it fully and then change. But I've still got my foot near the clutch, not somewhere down here, it's near the clutch. So if you understand this, learning to drive a manual car will be so much simpler for you. Braking is one of those things that lots of learners struggle with, especially at the beginning. And the main reason is they leave it too late to start braking. If you leave it really late to start braking, you have less time to do things, less time to think about what you're doing, and therefore it's going to be much harder. But if you brake really early, it's going to be a lot easier and it's going to be a lot more controlled. Let me show you the difference between the two. I'm approaching a roundabout right now, and I'm going to brake really late, and then you see that it's not going to work out that well. So we're approaching this roundabout. You see those guys braked really early, but I'm not touching my brake at all right now. I'm going to go towards the left, and then only now I'll start thinking about braking, but then it's too late now, and then the car is shaking, struggling with my gears, and it's not a nice stop. An easier way is to brake really early on. Let me show you on the next one. So this time I'm going to brake much earlier, and watch how much smoother it's going to be. So I know I'm coming up to a roundabout. I can see signs up there. Also on your test, the examiner would have told you, I can see the sign from early. So I'm going to start braking. I'll start reducing my speed first of all, and then I'll start braking from around here. I'm going to turn left, so mirror, signal left. And then now I'm thinking, okay, I'm in third. I've got time to think about this. Before I didn't have any time to think about this properly. I'm in second, approaching it slowly. Yeah, and then now, once it's clear, I can carry on. A lot smoother for me and for everyone else around me. One thing that lots of learners are afraid of is coasting, because they've heard so many stories about coasting, and because of that, they're scared to press the clutch down. So like here, for instance, I should have pressed my clutch down a lot earlier, but then learners will press it down like around here. And you saw the RPMs there, the car was shaking. I almost stalled because I pressed down the clutch way too late. Don't be too scared of coasting. Obviously you don't want to coast in a dangerous way, but when it comes to pressing the clutch down when you need to, just use it so that you don't stall. What you don't want to do is be coasting around turns like this. This is not good, because now I could have stalled there because the gear I was in was a bit too high for the speed I was doing after the turn. Or if I'm going down this hill, for instance, just pushing my clutch down for no reason and keeping my clutch down the whole time. This is not good, because now the car's going to pick up speed. If I'm turning into here, coasting like this is not ideal, because you could lose control easily like that. But if you need to stop your car, and let's say I'm pulling over on the left here, I'm going to pull up, check my mirrors, signal. And then if I get to like here, then I put my clutch down here because the car is already starting to rumble. The RPMs are quite low. This is not coasting, this is fine. This is a nice way to control the car. So get that fear of coasting out of your head. As long as you do it safely, as long as you don't go crazy with it, it's fine. Make sure you're pressing the clutch down when you need to. When it comes to moving off, your left foot controls how your car moves. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say I'm trying to move off now, and if I do this, the car is doing exactly what my left foot is doing. If I do this, you see, the car goes the exact same way. So if you want to move off in a smooth way, you have to be smooth with your left foot as well. This is the wrong way. So if I was to move off like this, yeah, that's not smooth because I brought the clutch up like that. The car will do the exact same thing. But if I was to bring the clutch up smoothly like this, you see, then the car will move off in the exact same way. So once you understand that the left foot controls how your car moves off in the first place, it's going to make your driving a lot easier, because if you're smooth with the clutch, your car will move off in a smooth way as well. Too many people are scared of burning the clutch. Burning the clutch can happen, but it's not going to be, it doesn't happen as simply as people make it out to be. So let's say I'm turning into this road here. So you notice I've got my clutch down for a while, or adding some gas as well. You're going to hear some people say, oh my God, you were on the clutch for too long, that's going to burn your clutch. It's not going to burn the clutch. If you're worried about burning the clutch, make sure you check out this other video that I've made, which shows exactly what does burn the clutch and how to avoid it, and also what doesn't burn the clutch. It's okay to change your mind. So let's say right now I'm trying to move off and I'm thinking about going to second gear, but then the lights are changing. I can always go back into one again. Some learners think that once you're committed into a gear, that's it, you have to stay in that gear. So they'll stick to one gear. So they might stick in first for too long, or stick in second for too long. A manual car, you can change gears up and down easily. So get used to doing that as well. So once you move off and it's clear, go into second. If there was a situation where I have to go back into first, it's okay. I'll just slow down and go back into first again. It's not a big deal, it's okay. Just like here, I can go back into first. Don't be afraid to change your gears when you need to. And let me know in the comments as well, what kind of thing did you struggle with when you first started learning to drive a manual car? In this video, we're going to go through 10 weird things that you might not know about a manual car, and knowing these will make your driving a lot easier. Before we get into it, let's settle this one thing. Lots of people are arguing in the comments about which one saves fuel. So you guys let me know in the comments, which one of these do you think saves fuel? So the first option is going into neutral from 5th gear and then coasting to a stop. The second option would be gearing down from 5th, then 4th, then 3rd, and then 2nd. Which one of these do you think saves fuel? Put it in the comments below. Let's settle this right now. Let's get started. So many years ago, I was on this road on my test and I wanted to go into 4th gear.